Hi all, welcome back. In this short video we're going to be looking at setting up the files that we need and making sure they link properly before we get started with creating the navbar. So firstly, we've already got the index file in there. Index.html is the file that is going to be viewed ultimately. But to go along with that, we need to create another folder called CSS, and within there we need to create a file called styles.css. Theoretically you could just have the style CSS within the same directory as index, but organization in this way is pretty standard. So if we go back into the main folder, create another one called JS for JavaScript, and in there create a file called main.js. While we're here, actually we're going to create another folder called images, which we'll put images in later on. Right then, so if we go back to the index, that is basically our file structure done. If we go to the index file, and within here we do a tab, and then if we press if we do an exclamation tab, and then it sets out a template for you. So in the title we can put our website, save. What we actually need to do as well is go to extensions, go to type in live server. It'll auto populate, you don't need to press enter, and the first one that comes up, this one, install that, and I'll show you how to use it now. Let's go back here, and if we right click on index.html, you now have this option that says open with live server, and as you can see over here it has opened, and this title we've added is in the tab and the title bar. So that all works okay. Now we need to link our style sheet. So if we do link tab, it's saying this link refers to a style sheet. Where is it? Well, we know where it is. We've just created the folder CSS and the file styles. Notice that is a / CSS. So save that. I'm going to put something in the body here. I'm just going to put the p tag and put hi, say, and hi, save. Then you'll see it auto refreshed. We didn't need to go to the page and refresh. That is the live server doing it for us. So reflect any changes we save over here automatically over here. Right, style sheet. We need to make sure that this works. So just for testing purposes, I'm going to do HTML. I'm going to do background color of steel blue, say, so we can see it. And if we save, the color changes because we've saved and it's auto refreshed, and style sheet has been successfully linked. So let's just move this over a little bit. Another thing we need to link is the JavaScript. So let's go underneath where we've added that. We don't link this in the same way. We have to use the script tag, script and tab, and in here we need to give it a source by using src equals, and again we created a JavaScript folder / main.js. Now usually you would put this, or well, say usually, it used to be the case that you always had to put this at the bottom down here, so you give chance for the content to load. So anything that this script may be referring to in here is there loaded and waiting. rather than JavaScript trying to access something that may not be there. But instead we're going to use the defer property to do this for us, so we can keep it up the top nice and neat. And to test this, I'm going to say save. Nothing's going to happen because there's nothing in here. So if we do alert, just for testing, say hi, save, and you see that we have an alert here with hi, and every time we refresh, that's going to execute. So JavaScript is also working. I'm going to take that style out of there, save, and there we go. Notice that if you don't have anything in the body, the live server sometimes complains, so it's always good to have something there. So we've set up the file structure. The images we don't need to worry about just yet because that comes a bit later on. We've added the JavaScript file and the CSS file, and we know that they work. So in the next video we can get on with creating the navbar itself, and go from there. So I'll see you in the next one.